Hey guys, what is up? I hope you're excited for this video because this video will show you how to work out when you're on vacation. Today we're not talking about books, today we're talking about how to work out, how to get jacked when you're on vacation. So let's get started. So you're on vacation and don't know how to work out effectively? Well, this video will answer all your questions so that you never need to watch a video on this again. I'll start by giving you some ideas based on your holidays and budget, what I recommend you doing. Then we'll move on to a theory part of different exercises and end it off with an actionable part for you to implement. Let's start off with different forms of working out on holidays. Now there are two forms, gym and no gym. Let's start with gym. The first option here would be if you're staying at a hotel. Many hotels from 3+ stars do have their own gym, and while it might be a bit primitive, you also get what you need to work out. If your hotel ain't got that, or if you're staying at a youth hostel, Airbnb, apartment, camping, check for this next option. Let's say you don't have a hotel gym, but there are gyms nearby. If my stay was 1 to 3 days, I would look for deals like 3-day free or 80% off first week, etc. I did this, for example, in San Francisco, where me and my siblings got to work out 4 times in a 24 hours fitness gym because there was a 3-day for free offer for free. If you're staying somewhere for more than 3 days, then look for gyms that have the following. No sign-up fee. Usually, gyms have, for example, a $30 per month plus $20 sign-up fee. Look for the ones that do not have one at all. Generally, it always makes sense to check all the gyms that are within a reasonable distance for any special offers they might have. If they don't, I'd recommend you either to just get a monthly pass. I did this as well when I went to Barcelona for 7 days, since it comes out cheaper than buying 7 singular day passes. Or if it's outside of your budget, check for this next option. So let's say you do not have access to a gym for any reason. You could check out a calisthenics park. I'd always recommend this one first. And this is what I've been doing for years when I'm on holidays. Every city nowadays has one of these. And by everywhere, I really mean everywhere. Every city you'll ever find will have one of these. You can literally train nearly anything. If you have one of these nearby, go to one of these and you can get a good workout most of the time just with your body weight. Because there are always so many progression to movements that you can make them harder if they're too easy, or if they're too hard, then you can make them easier. So definitely go to one of these if you don't want to go to a gym. Another option would be to work out at home. Let's say you want to stay at home and you don't want to or can't go to a gym, calisthenics parks or whatever, then we've arrived at the home workout section. Now if this is something regular, I would recommend you heavily to invest into equipment. Now there are 2 tiers. A basic tier, how I would call it, this would be to invest into a pair of dumbbells and a pull-up bar. And if you're going for a little bit more advanced option, I would recommend you to furthermore get a TRX, a bench, and a resistance band. You'll be able to work out pretty much everything just with a pair of dumbbells and a pull-up bar. If you get a TRX, bench and resistance bands, you can add a ton of exercise to your exercise regimen or repertoire. That's why it makes sense to invest into those next up. This is what I would recommend you most when you're staying regularly at home in your holidays. If you're like me and you're still at school and you go to your school gym, I do this for example, and it's closed on holidays. This could not only be useful for holidays but also for weekend workouts or other occasions. For example, let's say you missed one workout during the week. Now let's say this is just a one-time holiday and you just don't want to or can't invest into equipment, then you'll still have a ton of exercises you can do. While you might be a little bit limited, you always have a backpack and a few bottles of water at your disposal, which you can make use of. Use water bottles as dumbbells. You can get up to 8-liter bottles in most supermarkets, which are useful for many lighter exercises. Or get a ton of 1-liter bottles, and as you probably know, each one weighs exactly 1 kilo. Then you can load a backpack with these bottles, and after this you can use a backpack as a dumbbell to do curls or to bench or whatever. You can use water bottles to fill up a backpack and use the backpack as extra resistance for body weight exercises like squats, pull-ups, etc. Even if this is not really a long-term solution, with this you will be able to fatigue yourself and work out even when you don't have access to the gym.
Alright guys,
if you're enjoying the video this far, if you enjoyed the video so far, make sure to like the video right here. If you want to see more of this content, make sure to subscribe down here. Let's keep going. Ah! And while I must note on this account that these exercises cannot 100% replace very specific exercises that you might do to a machine or at a machine in the gym, this will still do a good part of the job. Moving on to exercise theory. In general, when we work out in holidays and we do not have access to a gym, we look for ways to replace the exercises which we lack the equipment for with the ones we do have equipment for. Generally, the theory is that we can recreate the same movement pattern from one exercise with a similar one from an alternative exercise. For example, the incline dumbbell bench press and the decline push-ups follow exactly the same resistance profile and movement as a normal incline dumbbell bench press, solely with the disadvantage that you'll have less of a stretch at the bottom position. Another example would be lat pull-downs and its variations. They are one-on-one replicable with pull-ups. Again, same resistance profile and same movement. Usually you'll face the problem that is too heavy, and here is where a resistance band might come in and make it easier. For things like rows, the TRX is perfect. Additionally, another example, the overhead press. It can be replaced with pike push-ups or handstand push-ups. You'll have exactly the same resistance profile and movement. And according to your level, you can progress this exercise into harder variations to replace the normal overhead press. A very useful database you can use to find exercise to replace yours at the gym. Check out this website, which literally addresses all muscle groups, provides alternative for any equipment that might be at your disposal. xrex.net, I've linked them in the description. Most exercises cannot replace one-on-one the exercises you're doing in the gym. At the same time, it'll still get 80 to 90% of the work done, which is by far better than minus 100%, which would be if you wouldn't work out at all, because you not only skip your workouts, but you also lose all the momentum that you have. So this is way better just doing something than doing nothing. But this whole video will serve you nothing if you don't apply what you've learned. So I want you to right now open your notebook or phone, as well as to pull up your workout plan. First off, select which one of the options is the best one for you. So hotel gym, local gym, calisthenics parks or home gym. Then I want you to replace all exercises that you cannot perform with the equipment that is available to you under the conditions that you have right now in a new workout environment with this website I mentioned before, xrex.net, link in the description. Now that that's done, your plan is ready to be put in action. So don't waste more time and make room in your holiday schedule to make sure that you actually work out and then get to work. Generally, the most important thing is that you do something. Don't wait for school or for when you get back and slack on your training schedule when you can't go to a gym right now. There's always an alternative. It does not matter where you are right now and when or whatever. You can always find a place, time, and with this video, also a way to work out. Now it's up to you and entirely your fault if you don't do it. So take the advice I gave you in this video, implement it, don't be a loser. As a reminder, I coach skinny guys to put on muscle, so if you are skinny, determined and willing to change your life, link in the description. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or recommendations, critics or things you'd like me to cover, make sure to write them in the comment section. I read every single comment and try to answer everyone, so please comment. And as always guys, I hope you had a great start into the new year. See you then.